Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Journey. My name is Emma, and I am so happy to be here with you today. In this episode, we are going to talk about small talk in English, something that might seem simple, but is actually very powerful for building confidence and connecting with people in everyday situations. Small talk is one of those skills that every English learner needs because it helps you practice speaking naturally, improve your listening, and feel more comfortable in social situations. Think about it. You meet someone at work, at a cafe, or even online. What do you say first? How do you start a conversation without feeling awkward? This is where small talk comes in. It's not about deep discussions or perfect grammar. It's about using simple sentences to connect, share, and respond naturally. And the good news is, with practice, these sentences will start coming to your mind automatically without thinking. In this episode, I will share 25 essential small talk sentences that you can use every day. These sentences cover greetings, casual questions, talking about the weather, hobbies, work, and even ending conversations politely. I will also give you examples of how to use them in real-life conversations. For instance, you might learn how to ask someone about their weekend, comment on the weather, or respond politely when someone asks about your day. By the end of this episode, you will have a toolkit of practical English sentences that you can start using immediately. We will go through each sentence carefully, and I'll give examples and variations so you can adapt them to your own style. I'll also share tips on how to sound natural, not robotic, because the goal of small talk is to make conversation flow smoothly. Even if you feel shy or nervous at first, practicing these sentences regularly will make it much easier to speak confidently in English. So, get ready to take notes or just listen closely because these 25 small talk sentences are going to help you improve your English speaking skills step by step. Whether you're at work, school, or meeting new friends, you'll find these sentences useful every day. Let's make small talk in English fun, easy, and natural. Sentence 1. Hi, how are you? This is probably the most common small talk sentence in English. You can use it anytime you meet someone, whether it's a friend, colleague, or even a stranger. For example, if you see a coworker in the morning, you can say, Hi, how are you? They might respond, I'm good, thank you. How about you? It's simple, friendly, and polite. The key is to say it naturally without overthinking. You can even add a smile to make it feel warmer. Sentence 2. What did you do over the weekend? This sentence is perfect for starting a conversation after a weekend or holiday. For example, if you meet a friend on Monday, you can ask, Hi, Emma, what did you do over the weekend? They might respond with, I went hiking or I watched a movie. You can then continue by asking, Oh, really? That sounds fun. Where did you go hiking? This creates a natural flow and shows that you are interested in their life. Sentence 3. The weather is nice today, isn't it? Talking about the weather is an easy way to start small talk with almost anyone. For example, if you see a neighbor or a classmate, you can say, The weather is nice today, isn't it? This invites them to respond, and you can continue the conversation naturally. They might hear, Yes, it's perfect for walking, and then you can respond, Absolutely. I think I'll take a short walk later. This keeps the conversation light and easy. Sentence 4. Do you have any plans for today? This is a versatile question that works in many situations. For example, if you meet a friend in the morning, you can ask, Do you have any plans for today? They might say, I'm going to the gym, or I have some work to finish. You can then add, That sounds productive. Enjoy your gym session, which shows politeness and interest. Questions like this help conversations flow naturally without feeling forced. Sentence 5. Have you seen any good movies recently? Asking about movies, TV shows, or hobbies is a great way to keep small talk interesting. For example, you can say, Hey, have you seen any good movies recently? They might answer, Yes, I watched a new comedy. And you can continue, Oh, really? I love comedies. Which one did you watch? This helps the conversation move forward naturally and gives you chances to share your opinions too. Sentence 6. How's your day going? This is a very natural question you can use at any time of the day. For example, if you meet a colleague in the afternoon, you can say, Hi, Emma, how's your day going? They might reply, It's going well, thank you. How about yours? You can then continue with, Pretty good, I just finished a meeting. Or, I'm a little tired, but overall good. This sentence is casual and friendly, and it shows that you care about the other person's day. Sentence 7. What kind of music do you like? Talking about hobbies is a fun way to engage in small talk. For example, if you meet someone at a cafe, you could ask, "So, what kind of music do you like?" They might say, "I like pop music," or "I enjoy jazz." You can follow up with, "Oh, I love pop too. Who is your favorite singer?" This creates a connection because you're showing interest in their preferences and giving them a chance to share. Sentence 8. Do you enjoy reading? Asking about reading habits is another friendly small talk question. For instance, you can ask a friend, "Do you enjoy reading?" They may respond, "Yes, I love mystery novels," or "Not really, I prefer magazines." You can then continue with, "Mystery novels are so exciting. Which one is your favorite?" This keeps the conversation flowing and gives you a chance to share your thoughts too. Sentence 9. How was your weekend? Similar to asking about plans, this sentence helps start a conversation based on recent experiences. For example, on Monday morning, you can say, "Hi, how was your weekend?" They might answer, "It was great. I visited my family." And you can respond with, "That sounds wonderful. How long has it been since your last visit?" This allows the conversation to continue smoothly without awkward pauses. Sentence 10. Do you have any hobbies? Asking about hobbies is a classic small talk question that never fails. For example, you can say, "Do you have any hobbies?" They might say, "I like painting," or "I enjoy running." You can continue with, "Painting sounds interesting. What do you usually paint?" This encourages the other person to talk about themselves, which makes conversations feel more natural and enjoyable. Where are you from? This is a classic small talk question that works well when meeting someone new. For example, you can say, "Hi, where are you from?" They might respond, "I'm from New York," or "I'm from London." You can continue with, "Oh, I've always wanted to visit New York. What's it like there?" This creates a friendly conversation and shows interest in the other person's background. Do you like your job? Talking about work can be a simple way to start a conversation. For example, you could ask a colleague, "Do you like your job?" They might answer, "Yes, I really enjoy it," or "It's okay, but sometimes stressful." You can respond with, "That's great to hear. What's your favorite part of your work?" This keeps the conversation natural and engaging. Tip number 14. Do you have any pets? Many people love talking about their pets, so this is a great conversation starter. For example, you could ask, "Do you have any pets?" They might respond, "Yes, I have a dog," or "No, but I love cats." You can follow up with, "That's cute. What's your dog's name?" Or, "I'm a big fan of cats too. Do you want to get one someday?" This makes the conversation feel personal and friendly. Tip 15. Have you traveled anywhere recently? Travel is a topic almost everyone enjoys talking about. For example, you could ask, "Have you traveled anywhere recently?" They might say, "Yes, I went to Italy," or "Not really, I stayed home." You can continue with, "Italy sounds amazing. Which city did you visit?" This keeps the conversation flowing naturally and can lead to stories and experiences that make small talk interesting. Tip 16. What are your weekend plans? This is a very common small talk question, especially if it's Friday or Saturday. For example, you could ask a friend, "What are your weekend plans?" They might answer, "I'm going hiking," or "I'm planning to watch a movie." You can follow up with, "That sounds fun. Where are you going hiking?" Or "Which movie are you going to watch?" This keeps the conversation flowing naturally and helps you practice asking questions and responding in English. Do you like sports? Sports are a topic many people enjoy. For instance, you can ask someone, "Do you like sports?" They might respond, "Yes, I love basketball," or "I enjoy swimming." You can continue with, "Basketball is exciting. Do you play often?" Or "Swimming is great. How long have you been swimming?" This allows the other person to share more about themselves, making the conversation friendly and engaging. Tip 18. Have you tried any new restaurants lately? Food and restaurants are always interesting for small talk. For example, you can ask, have you tried any new restaurants lately? They might reply, yes, I went to a new Italian place, or not really, but I want to try one. You can continue with, Italian food is my favorite. What did you order? This encourages conversation and helps you practice describing experiences in English. Tip 19. Do you like watching TV shows? Asking about TV shows is another simple way to keep small talk going. You could ask, do you like watching TV shows? They may answer, yes, I watch a lot of dramas. Or, I enjoy comedies. You can follow up with, dramas are so interesting. Which one is your favorite? Or, comedies are fun. Can you recommend a good one? This creates natural interaction while practicing new vocabulary. Tip 20. How do you usually spend your free time? This is a versatile and friendly question to end the list. For example, you can ask a friend, how do you usually spend your free time? They might answer, I like reading books, or I usually go for a walk. You can continue with, reading is relaxing. What kind of books do you like? Or, jogging is a great habit. How often do you go? Questions like this help conversations flow naturally and give both people a chance to speak. Tip 21. Do you enjoy cooking? Cooking is another topic that works really well for small talk. For example, you can ask, do you enjoy cooking? They might answer, yes, I love trying new recipes. Or, not really, I prefer ordering food. You can follow up with, that sounds fun. What's your favorite dish to cook? Or, ordering food is convenient. Do you have a favorite restaurant? This allows the conversation to continue naturally and makes it easy to practice speaking in English. Tip 22. Have you read any good books lately? This question works well for friends or classmates who like reading. For instance, you could ask, have you read any good books lately? They may reply, yes, I just finished a mystery novel. Or, not recently, but I want to start one. You can continue with, mystery novels are exciting. Who was your favorite author? Or, that sounds interesting. What kind of books do you usually enjoy? This encourages discussion and keeps the conversation flowing. Tip 23. What kind of movies do you like? Talking about movies is an easy way to practice English in a fun way. For example, you can ask, what kind of movies do you like? They might respond, I enjoy action movies. Or, I love romantic comedies. You can follow up with, action movies are thrilling. Which one is your favorite? Or, romantic comedies are fun. Have you seen any good ones recently? This helps build conversational skills and makes the interaction lively. Tip 24. Do you have any travel plans? Travel is always a popular topic for small talk. For example, you could ask, do you have any travel plans? They may reply, yes, I'm planning to visit the mountains. Or, not yet, but I hope to go somewhere soon. You can continue with, that sounds amazing. Which mountains are you visiting? Or, traveling is exciting. Do you usually travel alone or with friends? Questions like this create a natural conversation and give plenty of opportunities to practice English. Tip 25. What do you usually do after work or school? This is a versatile and friendly question to end the list. For example, you can ask a friend, how do you usually spend your free time? They might answer, I usually watch TV, or I go for a walk. You can continue with, watching TV is relaxing. What shows do you like? Or, walking is great for health. Do you go every day? This keeps the conversation casual, friendly, and allows you to practice everyday English naturally. To wrap up today's episode, remember that small talk is not about perfection. It's about connection, practicing English naturally, and building confidence in everyday situations. Try using these 25 sentences in your daily conversations and notice how much easier it becomes to talk with people in English. The more you practice, the more automatic it will feel, and soon small talk won't feel intimidating at all. Thank you so much for listening today. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite small talk sentence? Try using it this week and let me know how it went in the comments. Keep practicing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next episode of English Podcast Journey.